General Treatment Products video training series. We're going to set a Biocide timer. The 100 series does come with 3 relays, so we have set bleed on R1. We have set feed on R2, and we're going to use the R3 as a Biocide timer. So we're going to go outputs, pan down to R3. Right now it is set as a bio timer. We're going to go through the process of hitting that, hitting the maintenance, go into the mode. Well, I always tell you mode is first. Make sure that it is right. Should say mode Biocide timer. Good. So we can go ahead and accept that. Go back up to the top. If it's on anything other than that, you're wasting your time setting it. Switch it to auto. Okay, it needs to be in the auto position. Event number 1, what it's asking you to do is set up the first event. And basically what they're saying is each event has not only a period of time, either daily, weekly, or bi-weekly, or even monthly, and then you'll set up your event during that, what time, what day, based on the weeks and stuff like that. So event number 1, or the first time that we want the Biocide timer to come on, we're going to hit enter. We're going to hit enter one more time as a repetition, and we're going to make this a daily Biocide timer. Yours may be different. We'll go through a week next. So event 1 right now comes back as daily. So we enter it one more time. Repetition daily. Start time. We're going to go, this is a military clock. So 10 a.m. We're going to have it come on for 15 minutes. So duration 1, or event number 1, right now come on 10 minutes every day. 10 a.m. or 15 minutes every day, 10 a.m. So we're going to go to event number 2, and it allows you to do up to 9 of these. So event number 2, we're going to make that as a weekly Biocide timer. So we're going to enter. We're going to enter at repetition. We're going to keep coming down. We're going to pick weekly. Now the weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly ask you one more question. So if I go event number 2, enter, repetition 1 week, it's now asking me for what day. So I'm going to say Monday, I'm going to enter here, and I'm going to tell it Thursday. It's now going to ask me for start time again, and I'm going to run this up to 1400 for 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm going to come down here for duration, and I'm going to tell it 20 minutes. Okay, that's the last of it. You see the down arrow goes away. That's the last of it, and we have set a weekly Biocide timer. Same thing with the bi-weekly and the monthly one. We're going to go in here, we're going to set one just so you can see. We're going to go to the 4-week, just because it'll give me more options. Now we're going to enter the 4-week. Now you can see that repetition is on the 4-week. Week number 1, if we go here, we can go week number 2 or number 3 or number 4. We're going to leave it at week number 2, but the next thing it's going to ask you just for the day and the time and the duration, just like we did on the other ones. We can now hit this, hit return. I missed a couple of them. I didn't finish off the menu. Hit the maintenance. We're going to go OK. So we can go ahead and do this for all 9 of those programs up to 10. It's going to look for a bleed on R1, so you can do a pre-bleed if you want to, a pre-bleed time. Okay, say every time before it does your eye, we want to make sure and bleed for 10 minutes before we do a Biocide addition. That way it doesn't do another one until we're done, and it holds it for. Or we could set a set point where we want it to bleed to. We could say that we want to make sure that we're 1,000. If we set our set point at 1,500, we should be fine. Connectivity is our input for that. Bleed lockout, we want to make sure it stays in the system for an hour before we do it. 1 hour. Add last miss disabled. If you enable this, if it's going through a cycle and it skips a bleed or an addition, you can enable this. And now it won't skip it. It'll wait until it's done doing its other functions, and then it'll do its Biocide addition. Interlock channels, we do want to make sure that the D1 flow switch is highlighted. Interlock channels, activate with channels, doesn't make sense on a Biocide. Minimum relay cycle, we've already set the times on there, doesn't make much sense. Hand limit time is set to 10. Let's say we change that just for the sake of changing it to 15. You can make that whatever you want, that's user defined. Reset time total. Biocide timer is what you named it. You, again, like we did on the bleed, you can see that you can change that to whatever you want by up and down the arrow keys. Biocide timer is the mode. Biocide timer is set.